What's up, guys? Alex here, back at you with another episode of Let's Look At, and today, let's take a look at the new Planet Eclipse LV1.1 Pro. So this is the latest iteration of the Ego, specifically the second iteration of the Ego LV1. This is not the LV2, this is the 1.1, look back at what they did for Geo 3.1 and, Geo 2.1, that kind of stuff, where it was small, minor improvements. They're not coming out with it, calling it a brand new gun. Again, this is not LV2, it's 1.1, so it's got small, minor improvements to, keep the gun line running and the gun line new and fresh, and just a way for them to put all their, current update stuff that they've come up with, improvements into the gun without, completely redoing it and coming out with a new gun year after year after year after year like they did not want to do. At this point, I think LV1 has been out for about 2 years now, I believe. Don't take my solid word for that. It might be right around there. Anyway, we finally just got rid of our last LV1 in the shop earlier last week, so we had the chance. We were completely out of Egos. And so we decided to pick up an LV1.1, and we got this beautiful piece of work right here because America, and why not? So we picked up, this is the USA flag edition. You can see that super sexy USA flag anodizing job on there. Same deal on both sides. The whole body is silver with blue accents. You get your blue pops front. Trigger and the tip and feed neck lever are blue as well. I think this thing would look fantastic with almost any color of grip. If you put the grips on it and stuff like that, whether it be like, if you did a white set of grips, I bet it would look amazing. If you did a red set of grips, I bet it would look amazing. If you did a blue set of grips, guess what? I bet it would look amazing. Anyway, so let's just run through some of the changes real quick of the LV1.1. Again, I don't have to go through a completely new gun and completely familiarize yourselves with it. So improvements, LV1.1. What you're looking at is up front, the foregrip rubber part is now one piece instead of the two different pieces. They said they did that because of comfort and handling, so that when you're grabbing onto the gun like this, you don't have two pieces that are kind of waving around, and this bottom piece can twist and turn with your hand, like as you're moving or as you're switching hands or something like that, or as you're trying to snap with somebody maybe that was supposed to be turning. When I was shooting my LV1, I didn't see that as a problem. I never ran into that, but I was only shooting it for about half a season. But generally, unless it was something really, really serious, if I'm out on the field, I don't really notice really small stuff like that. But other than that, I guess, the one-piece design looks real clean, so I guess that's a plus. A word on the grips. As far as I know, from when I was down at Extravaganza, I was talking to my Planet Eclipse rep, as well as some of the other guys that were down there. Some of the other Big Planet guys, and they all told me that this one-piece grip is backwards compatible with standard LV1. So you can take this one-piece grip and put it on LV1. As far as I know, they said they were at some point in the near future going to come out with the grip kits are going to start switching over to the one-piece grip for LV1 fairly soon. They will be out for individual retail sale as just the regular front grip. And as far as I would understand, I would assume that the old style grips, the two-piece grips, are forward compatible onto LV 1.1, which we can certainly just find out here in this video real quick. Other than that, other improvements, you're looking at the LPR chamber inside has been milled out even more than it was before. So now with that larger LPR chamber, your overall pressure is going down, which means a couple things. One, the operating pressure itself is going to be lower. Your shot is going to be a bit smoother, and the gun is supposed to be a touch more efficient. As far as the smoothness and everything goes, I haven't shot it. I literally just took it out of the box like 2 hours ago when our Planet order showed up. So I can't specifically attest to that. However, the gun is still brand new, so I would assume there would be some kind of break-in time. But that's what it is supposed to do. Other than that, we've got the new Shaft Pro tip. As you can see, it's kind of milled out and a little kind of hexagon-looking deal all around here, and the porting has been vastly improved. This was done in collaboration with a bunch of pro paintballers. I definitely know a lot of guys on Impact were involved. Specifically, I remember seeing Dave Baines talking about this. So what's going on here is the porting has definitely been improved. There's more of it, and it works better. So you're going to get that quieter, more more stable shot of the paintball itself. That's another thing with the LPR. It's supposed to the bigger LPR chamber is supposed to give the gun more consistent velocity as well. I forgot to mention that. The hexagonal milling, as far as that goes, is supposed to be so when you're playing real hard and you've got like broken paint and stuff in the barrel, or you're sitting there, you're hugging a bunker real tight or something like that, and you've got a lot of bunker rub on the barrel. The hexagonal milling is supposed to make it so that any paint that's on the outside of the barrel or anything like that, the big really goopy stuff, doesn't get back inside the barrel through the porting. It's supposed to properly just kind of drain off the barrel without going back inside the barrel to make your shots even worse. Does this actually work? I honestly can't tell you. I don't know. I'm just telling you that is what it is meant to do. We can certainly find out at some point. I'm sure it won't be too hard. Somebody will figure it out if it actually works or not. But that is the design influence. That is the purpose behind it. Other than that, that's about really all you're looking at as far as updates. I did look at the bolt, and I looked at the bolt tip, the soft bolt tip that's on here, and it's got kind of like a Venturi thing going on. I don't know if I don't remember if LV1 was like that. I don't remember if it was just a completely open hole. With kind of the grooves, kind of in and out ridges on the end of the rubber tip. But this rubber tip kind of has like a Venturi porting kind of deal. I don't really remember exactly how that was on LV1. But if that's an update, that's cool. Definitely going more towards the flat face bolt as opposed to the cut bolt, which is going to prevent the ball rolling around in your breech and prevent double stacking and clipping of paintballs, as well as obviously Planet Eclipse is still using their what they call the DefTech feed system, where the feed deck on the marker and of all Planet markers is slightly offset to, I guess I'm going to call it the driver's side. So on the video it's going to be your right side here, my left side, which is supposed to slightly offset that ball stack. So again, that's more things to prevent double feeding and to prevent ball clipping when that bolt goes forward, to prevent that ball and the bolt from clipping the ball above it in that stack. So that's pretty much it for updates. What we can do here is I'm gonna make a quick edit and cut the video real quick, and we can quickly find out if the old style grips with the two pieces are forward compatible onto Eagle LV1.1. I don't see why not, but let's go ahead and try that. Alright guys, here we are, very quickly finding out that the old style three-piece grips, or two-piece grip set, is not forwards compatible with Eagle LV1.1, and I am going to bring the two pieces in and show you exactly why. So as I come around here, excuse me. All right, whoa, hey, let's zoom that out a little bit, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, so as much as I'm on camera here, there we go. So basically what's going on is, if I'm gonna turn that and that so you guys can probably actually see what I'm holding here. So here's the one-piece grip, and here's the top for the LV1. So basically what's going on is one major thing and then one minor thing. So on the inside, right up here on the inside of the tops, the new grip, I would assume for the expanded LPR chamber, is kind of, I guess I'm going to use the term milled, I guess, is milled out deeper than the old style one. So if we kind of turn them like that, I can't tell if that's like really in the picture or not. So if we kind of turn them like that, I know it might be hard to see, sorry. So right here on the old style grip where it would, this is basically what's touching the trigger guard, on here comes almost kind of flush up to like the edge, whereas on the new style grip with the LV1.1 Pro, this is actually really, really deep. So you actually just can't even get that piece up onto the gun, and I will display that for you right now. See, that is about where it stops. Let's see here. So this is where the grip stops trying to put it on LV1, and that's really zoomed out. I'm sorry guys, this is the most unprofessional video of all time. Ready? There we go. Alright, so basically, obviously you guys can see where the grip stops, and real quick, kind of where the point of the needle nose pliers are. Right here is where the grip needs to be, and this is where it stops. Obviously you can see it's a rather large difference. So just due to that, it's almost a ½ inch. It's actually quite large. So just due to that right off the bat, no. The old style front parts of the grip, so this whole section is not forwards compatible. The 3-part grips are not forwards compatible with the new one-piece style. Obviously, the actual panels right here, the back, the nav console, as well as the actual just the grip panels. Obviously that's the same thing. You can swap those out for colored ones, like I might do here with like some red ones or something like that. Obviously those are still the same, those haven't changed. But the front part, old style 2-piece is not forwards compatible with new style 1-piece. However, from what I've been told by Planet Eclipse, again, don't take my word for it, this is Planet Eclipse telling me this at Extravaganza, this new 1-piece design will be backwards compatible with original LV1. So stay tuned for that. As I try and figure that out, I can probably get confirmation about that at some point. But overall, as I just kind of put this thing back together here real quick, overall improvements, you know, I don't think it's any different than anything Planet's done before with like a 0.1 in a series. You know, again, they're not coming out here telling you guys it's a brand new gun. Are the improvements justification for running a new gun and milling out existing LV1 bodies for the new chamber and bringing the price back up to $13.95? Honestly, I think I'm gonna leave that one up to you guys if they're justified. You know, that's really you know, that's hard to think about. That's hard to, I don't know. Like, is it justified? That's a hard question to answer. You know, is a 1-piece rubber grip, a shaft pro tip barrel, and an increased LPR chamber worth a new run of guns, and now hiking the price for LV1s back up to $13.95? That's a really hard question to answer. Honestly, I think personally I would have preferred if they had just waited. There's no reason that you can't just sell pro tips by themselves, which they are doing. There's no reason why they couldn't just sell a 1-piece grip by themselves. They put it out $20, you know, individually packaged like all these ones are, and call it a day, and just waited till, I don't know, LV2, like another year and a half from now. I would have been totally cool having regular, just original LV1 out for another year and a half. Sorry about that. There's no reason, I think, that they couldn't have just had LV1 exist for another year and a half. The gun was, it was an amazing gun. It shoots great. You know, honestly, like, where do you go from there? You know, who knows? But it was, you know, really at the pinnacle of what it was. And I think it would have been just fine living out there for another year and a half. I mean, you know, look at like the Axe and the Mini from Key. You know, they haven't, you know, they went through 3 versions of the Mini, but it was very, very minor stuff. And, you know, they never raised the price. They never announced it was like a new gun or something like that. It was just the new version is the one that's in the box now this week that we ordered. You know, the axe, they just came out with the axe and they stuck with it. You know, it's, I think they definitely could have done that with LV1. You know, obviously it has been a long time since LV1 came out, so I can see why they would want to try and revitalize the LV1 market, freshen it up a bit, give people a reason to go buy LV1s again. I can understand their justification for that. Personally, I think I would have just waited. But other than that, I'm going to leave that one up to you guys. I'd like to hear your answers on that. Do you think they were, you know, are they justified coming out with LV 1.1? So now that LV1s are now back up to $13.95 instead of the $10.95 from the price drop. Granted, the price drop was because LV 1.1 was coming out, but I figured, I would assume that if LV1 was going to be out for that long, if they would have just kept it going for another year and a half, they probably would have done a price drop to maybe like $12 or $11.50 or something like that at some point, just because it's been out so long. But other than that, yeah, I want to hear your answers. Leave them down in the comment section below. I'd love to see your opinions on it, and that's really all I got for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed checking out the America version of LV 1.1 Pro. Obviously, this is here in our store, so anybody this local can come check this out. You know, just look at the beautiful America design on it. And then obviously it's available online at pbwarehouse.com as well as our Amazon store. If you go on amazon.com and you happen to be doing a lot of buying off amazon.com, or you're one of those guys, you have an Amazon Prime account. Either way, if you're buying stuff off amazon.com, it is there as well. Anyway, so that's been it. That's LV 1.1, guys. LV 1.1 Pro, excuse me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Hope you found it entertaining at the least. I'm going to take a sip of this beautiful Mountain Dew. Other than that, that's it, guys. Hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel more than you could know. And yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I will see you next time.